Is that what it is?
Right.
With the big shots.
Get this done.
Excellent. Alright.
Oh god.
We can have a deal where we only take a picture with our profile turns and we get the big shot.
Yes.
Nice bit. Well played from.
I
I do have another one, but it's just like annoying if I have to switch it.
Nearly bought one of those.
You should. It's so great.
I stole one from uni
As you
about 10 years ago.
I feel like if I steal mine, it's not even. They're not gonna even come. My mate Stephen works there, and she just doesn't care.
Oh man, they certainly did not.
It's been 2 months since I've meant to be handing this in, but since then it hasn't worked.
That sounds exactly like what I did.
Well, I should do it today. Cool.
Oh my god, first interview.
1, 2. Oh fuck, too loud. Hold it here. And when you talk, just talk into here. Like this kind of distance.
Direct towards
Right
it.
here, okay.
Who's the trumpet man? Do you know the trumpet man?
No, I think he must be in the main band.
He's really good, but I love him, but I don't know if I can interrupt him for like 15 minutes. Do you think I should ask him? Yeah, that might be okay.
Might be fine. I think he's probably just warming up.
Just ask him for 15. Cool.
No.
Hi, we're Pigeon Dog.
And these are our beaks.
Hell yeah.
Come check them out. They're attached to us.
Right.
Nice.
What did you talk about? This is recording. Whatever you said about me.
Right. Talk about people we don't know. I was listening to what you were saying actually.
I was trying to be.
I was just zoning out like.
Stupid.
I do that all the time, even though I'm meant to be interviewing people. I'm like, Amazing. Right. Sorry, gotta pull up my notes. Right.
Cool.
Who made the band?
Oh, me.
You made the band.
Yeah.
When did you make the band?
I want to say it was. Fuck. It was like.
2017.
It would have been like May 2021.
Oh, okay. So this
Yeah.
rendition of the band.
No.
Oh,
So that
okay.
was the first one.
Okay.
That was the first one, and then I basically had like a few songs. I went to record and I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it, because I was like not doing anything for a while, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the band together. And it was a competition to support Goat Girl at like the Windmill or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, right, we're gonna do it. And I like messaged my mate who drummed, not him.
No, he was the last choice.
Yeah.
Sorry, George.
Fine. I went down a long list. No.
Hey man, look
And
who's
then-
here now, you know.
yeah, right. That's
Best
the
of the
important thing. Yeah, and then got my ex-girlfriend who I taught bass to be like, yeah, fuck it, learn the bass lines. We didn't get it, and it was a really good thing that we didn't, because it would have been, chaos. We were not prepared, and we also had like 5 songs. So, but yeah, and then I think we played our first gig in 2022. Yeah.
So this is post lockdown.
Yeah, post lockdown, played the first gig, and then it all went to shit. And then I was working at Strong Room, met these guys who they still work at Strong Room.
Yes.
And
Real?
yeah,
When
met
you're a head
these
chef,
guys.
Yes,
and then,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
You're a
that's-
chef. That says a lot.
Oh, head chef, my friend, head chef.
That says a lot. That's why you're good at drums.
Oh yeah, that chaotic, like intense,
Yes.
pent up energy.
Yes.
Also why we all relate to Rhino Men so much.
Yeah.
That song, I was listening to it and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is so relatable. I hate it.
Yeah.
I personally had to leave my job because of a head chef. So if I don't like you, George, it's not personal. It's just I hate all head chefs.
I hope we can get
He
along
was
for
lovely.
this.
Oh,
He
okay.
was lovely
Was.
to us.
Do you
Well,
know,
when I worked there, he was always wonderful. He
I
wasn't a head
guess I
chef
would
then,
say
so I don't
as
know.
well, before I reveal that information, we've had some pretty good conversation
We've had.
in the last half an hour.
You've helped me out a lot. I've got to
Wow.
admit it. Thank you so much. That's why he's no longer the head chef.
I've been relinquished to my position as of this evening.
He's been too nice. We all know that head chefs cannot be nice. They all smoke fags and then complain about their life.
Well, do you know what?
true,
I
that's
smoke
true.
I smoke fags and complain about stuff, but I'm trying to I'm trying to break the stigma,
Yeah, you're the best. You're the best of the crop.
I'm trying, man. The cream of the
Absolutely,
crop.
Cream of the crop. Yeah.
Creamy George.
Randy Savage.
Creamy George.
There
Disgusting.
Right. First question.
Yeah. That wasn't the first question.
That wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Right.
that was the introduction.
Actually, I think I should ask your names first. Obviously, I know your names, but like for the sake. Right.
So,
Go on.
I'm George.
Right. What do you do?
I'm the drummer.
Amazing.
I'm Maya, and I sing and play guitar. I'm Dory, and I've been told to play the bass.
You've just been asked. You don't know how to play, but you just play because you've been asked.
well, literally, yeah.
That's how all bass players start.
That's pretty much the story. The universal
You play
bass player
guitar,
story.
right?
You play guitar.
Oh, it's fine.
Same.
You can do it, right? It's fine. It's just fewer
Same
notes.
shit.
It's fine.
You'll be alright.
Bass notes.
Yeah.
Right. What would you describe your... Well, I don't know who to ask now. You see, you both guys, all of you, the three of you actually. Right. What would you describe your band as, music-wise? Like, where do you categorize? Do you have a
I don't know.
categorization?
Like, I don't know. I always struggle with this. I guess kind of
Do you have a witty name for it?
grungy. I really want to make a mashup of country and grunge and call it gruntry. But that I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
As great
I
as
don't
it sounds,
know.
I don't feel like it is thick.
I need to get better at slide first,
Okay.
and then we'll see. Then and maybe you like hop on banjo for a bit.
Sure, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Another
Get one of those, guitars with the circle in the middle. You know,
Oh yeah,
the-
resonator.
A resonator,
yeah.
with the
absolutely.
resonators. Get a little
Absolutely.
sliding thing. You know, halfway there. Okay.
We could pinch Chads,
Yeah, perfect.
There we go.
perfect.
Guys, I
Yeah.
think this band is moving somewhere else today. This is opening.
Alright.
Oh
Perfect. I got that in.
I didn't realise we were going for ASMR.
We are. This is an ASMR video as well as an
An
interview.
ASMR interview.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to whisper into the microphone.
We have to be real delicate about it, everyone.
I can tell you're too fat. It's okay.
If I had a mustache, I'd lick it.
100%. When I used to have a mustache, honestly, all the time. One of those. I'm jealous. It's like for later, when you finish your beer and you're like,
Frank Zappa.
right.
Frank Zappa, everybody. There we go.
Is that your inspiration?
Absolutely.
I mean, look at him.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm not trying to do this.
You've got a girlfriend. Okay, I'm joking.
She is absolutely downstairs.
Oh, okay. She's waiting for you with your parents.
Absolutely.
Oh, can we just mention the fact that your parents are here to support you?
We can reiterate the fact that my rent's turned up fucking late. I am allowed to swear.
Yeah,
right?
of course. What am I, the BBC? No,
no,
this is not the fucking first time I've heard this.
No, well, look, it's just in case because I don't know.
Of course.
I don't know how much I'm going to end up swearing most of the time. Do you know what I mean?
I think you should swear more.
Everybody else does.
No.
It's every third word.
Generally,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the
yes.
same.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm a journalist, honestly.
I feel like I've managed to be quite reserved thus far, so
Yeah, you
I'm
wouldn't- you
pleased
wouldn't
about that.
smash
Well, you haven't.
Fucking well done.
fucking well done.
Absolutely.
Well, I
Thank you, Dory.
No, it's too nice. Swear.
Bastard.
Exactly.
That is your most used words. Yeah.
Right. Right. So, grunge.
Kind of, yeah.
I always say grunge alternative.
Yeah.
Grunge alternative.
Grungy
We'll
alternative.
stick with that.
You know.
Right.
That'll have to.
Yeah, I guess.
What's your inspirations?
Oh.
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 Right. You have to be careful. You can't
That
be
is-
like the other people.
Okay.
No, just say. I'm
You go
joking.
first.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean,
You have written songs together, right?
we have
Yeah.
absolutely written
Yeah,
songs together.
okay.
I feel like, right, the stuff that we've necessarily worked on as this three piece, I feel pulls from a lot of like a lot of kind of like punky places, and a lot of
Pumpkins?
pardon.
Pumpkins.
Oh,
for you.
pumpkins, absolutely, yeah. But I guess I've got to consider that all of those influences that are even very outside of this band, like the Mars Volta that's on my bicep, and like swans and stuff like that, you know, that is just completely grandiose and out there, you know. Do you know what I mean? Out there, as if we want to put it to anything, you know. I guess all of those things are always there, but it's, for me, it's a lot of honing in with this band, and like the punky stuff makes sense and shit like Sonic Youth and that. A lot of that 80s stuff, but then again, all the female fronted shit, you know, anything Kim fucking Deal.
PJ Harvey.
PJ Harvey, fucking
Goat
Fiona,
Girl,
fucking Fiona
Breeders,
Apple, man,
Fiona
you know.
Apple.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say, Breeders,
Yeah.
all the Riot Girl shit, you know. Like, we love that. But
Yeah.
again, that's the kind of thing, like, that's what I was going to say with actually describing the band, the genre of the band. If we call it anything, I guess we call it like alternative, grungy, whatever.
Yeah.
But it pulls from, yeah, exactly. It pulls from a lot of those, like, you know, punky kind of ends of things, or something that's kind of like a bit noisy, you know, like yeah, exactly.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, man. Do you know what I
Not
mean?
so clear, but
Loud and clear, straight to the fucking point. But at the same time, I guess it's kind of like wanting to pull you a bit away. Let's say put it in limbo, and it's a bit fucking weird. Do you know what I mean? It knows what it is, but at the same time, it feels a bit weird about it. You know?
Yeah.
a little bit of a stew.
Yeah, I think
What's
that's,
that? Absolutely.
Oh, this is my favourite comparison. I heard it from another band, and they were comparing their song to stew.
Well, a stew can be anything.
That's
You
yeah.
can you can put whatever the fuck you want in the stew if you want, if that's the flavour profile you're going for, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
It's for
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
There
It's
you
for
go.
vegetarians, it's for people who eat meat. It's
There
for
you go.
people
It's
who
for
vegans.
fucking anyone, isn't it, dude?
I think that's something that
Precisely.
your drumming genuinely does really well for this particular like composition of the band, because you drum in a way that I haven't heard anyone drum before in this kind of with this genre, I
I'm
guess.
pleased about that.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I would knock that down to all of the influences that is outside, that I feel is necessarily outside of the band. All the stuff that I fucking love that I don't necessarily think like chocks up or lines up with like our sound in the first place, you know? I'd put that down to all of that stuff, like that's out that the experimental prog, math rock, whatever the fuck, you know, all of that stuff. Again, like I love all of that shit, and I put bits of it in, but that's not what I'm trying to make the band, you know.
Yeah, you're adding a bit. Well, the thing is, everyone adds a little bit to themselves,
That's it.
but they also add to the band. It's like a two-sided door sort of thing,
Absolutely,
you know.
man.
You
Saloon doors, man.
Exactly.
Saloon doors, they swang, you know, they swang. Oh man, I wish I was a cowboy. There you go, man.
Yes.
You got the motherfucking boots on, like that's it.
My interview boots.
Your interview. Oh, I love that. Excellent. Cowboy interviews.
Right. Question now. Get ready.
Okay.
You're gonna be surprised. Do you want fame? Would you say? Well, let's face it this way. Right, I'm gonna rephrase that.
Okay.
Absolutely rephrase that. Right, you guys obviously have some recognition. Obviously, I knew about you.
Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
I know. It's
Crazy.
not
And even from the other lineup, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
great.
Weird.
But obviously, every band kind of wants to be independent in the sense that you don't have to work in order to create more music.
Yeah.
Would you say this is what the goal of the band is, or you just want to play music? What do you want to do?
I
guys?
actually don't. I don't think it's actually feasible anymore to do that. Like I don't think like a lot of bands that I would say, I don't know, say like I'd want to kind of get to their level, also have day jobs. Like, do you know, it's not really a thing anymore that it's like, oh yeah, like I want to get to a stage where I don't have to work. Like we're getting like fucked. It's not great. But I don't know. I'd like for just people to listen to us. I would like to walk into a record store and see Pigeon Dog vinyl in, I don't know, the indie, grunge, whatever section. You know, that's
Independent bands section.
That would be easy, wouldn't it? That would be the nice way out, I guess.
I really get scared by the notion of the fact that they get called indie bands. Do you get scared by the fact you get called an indie band? Obviously, it means independent band.
Of
but
course.
there's obviously
but
negative connotations.
it's
to it.
it's such a massive like umbrella sort of like term.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, I don't know, like I don't know. Also, like I know that we're not like the vaccines, right?
Well,
Like,
but if you say indie to
Right, for
me,
which
Yeah.
illness? Let's
well,
clear
that's
that.
that's good, man.
silly.
To indie.
But you say
Not the
indie
vaccines,
to me, I think about fucking pavement and shit. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think about.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think
But
about.
that's like the negative sort of shit. I feel
I-
like it's
I-
like
I think about
Bombay
the-
Bicycle Club. And
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean,
people
like
that.
like obviously I think about that because
Yeah,
plenty
yeah,
of
yeah.
people that I know love that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I come across them just at a fucking gig years ago. You know, that's how I listened to their music originally because I just saw them at a fucking thing. You know.
Well, pavement.
No, fucking Bombay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But you know, something like bands like fucking look, again, you say indie to me, I think about fucking Pavement, Yola Tango, shit like that, all that 90s American shit. Even like going to like Polvo, whatever the fuck, you know, like that's a bit kind of like, I want to be weird, you know, but
Very optimistic, I think.
I think so. But it's just like people say indie to me, and I think of a specific thing.
You
I
generalised sort of as well. Do you like the fact that people generalise, or do you kind of like?
But
the fact that
I guess that's what makes it for people, innit? You know, that's what like whatever the fuck it is
That's what
individually.
sells it.
Yeah, that's it, man. No matter that it's an umbrella term, like
Yeah.
we just said, you know, everyone always has those niches and those corners that they
Yeah.
that they go for, you know, and
Yeah.
it's always a particular end of it, you know.
Yeah.
Does it come down to like, do you want that to sell you? Basically?
Well, I mean, I think it's a really good way of doing it, even on like a small scale, like when you've got like, I don't know, 4 different bands, and like sometimes it's too much, like but if you've got, I don't know, like one band that's like, I don't know, a bit heavier, one band that's a bit like more sort of post-punky, and another one that's like, I don't know, super grungy, and the other, yeah, like, and also it kind of pulls different people in. I don't know. It's like featuring someone on your song. You know, you get the people who listen to that stuff. You know, on your land.
You're like an illness.
Yeah.
I feel like people are gonna go for what they want, innit?
Exactly. They're gonna, you know, with calling a band anything, I feel like there's a lot of like kind of ignoring the fact that people don't care.
Yeah.
You know, of course, a lot of people like the fact that it's indie. A lot of people like the fact that it's underground, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't care. They just listen to things because they love things, and then I feel like
They're gonna go to it because they like it or not.
exactly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you know, and I feel like with gig culture, as of recently, as I've been going to gigs as much as I can now, and obviously I've been to bigger gigs and smaller gigs, and it all kind of comes down to the fact that, look, I had a free day. Maybe there's like 3, 4, 5, 6 people who know the band, and then the rest of the people just go there because
Yeah.
they just want to experience something new.
Of course.
And it's amazing. And I do you feel like that's kind of like the point of this gig culture that's going on in London constantly? It's not a new thing, absolutely not.
Of course not.
But it's something that makes music more alive, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like people associating with gig, or well, not necessarily knowing that they are, but I feel like people are getting involved in the whole gig culture now in a way that was maybe like they did in the 80s or the 90s, where people had heard about this band, sounded pretty cool. Do you know what I mean? They went into a fucking show and were like completely fucking blown away. Not that you're gonna see bands every week and get absolutely your socks fucking blown off, but you may go down to like what 2-3 shows a week or something if you're a proper buff like that, and maybe hear a couple things or one thing that you think is fucking dope. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like people are kind of like reverting back to that, like going to just gigs off the cuff.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah,
like
I
a bit
mean-
more.
Yeah.
I feel like that thing is kind of happening again instead of going to something because I know who the fuck that band is.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know.
Yeah.
Would you say there's a fatigue because of like Spotify, Instagram, TikTok? You know, obviously a lot of bands advertise through like how they get famous is through TikTok, and I'd say, well, mostly TikTok, not YouTube these days. Maybe a little bit earlier, but now like you see all these, you know, indie bands popping up on TikTok, and everyone's like, yeah, this is like the next whatever. But do you feel like there's obviously any future in that kind of like respect? You know, in promoting yourself online, or do you think like gigs? Obviously, there's two sides of it. Obviously, right? If you get lucky, but is it about luck or is it about quality?
I don't know. I think it can be both. I think there's also like you know, already within our scene there's like industry plants and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, you know, like it's I do think that there are, you know, it's a bit of both. I also do, I don't know, like I think with the whole, like people kind of shitting themselves about the whole TikTok thing. And like, yeah, if you want like a song to chart and if you want to like make it that way, sure, that's fine. I don't necessarily think it's always the way to have kind of a long-lasting thing. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's, yeah, exactly. And I think it's kind of, but I also think that's slightly like removed from the kind of scene that you know is the London live scene, and this, you know, all the bands that we're playing with in these venues. And I think actually there are a lot of bands like who are getting really a lot of like traction, like I don't know, like Mary in the Junkyard and stuff like that. They're fucking everywhere now, and they're so good, and they've just worked their butts off. Like they've just gigged a lot, and it's like, you know, I mean, the band that I was in before, Sulk, last year I was playing guitar for them, and they gigged non-stop for like 2 years, like non-stop. I mean, in the 9 months I was with them, we did 20 gigs, and when we released our single, everyone was like, oh, like how did you like get it to like how did you like go through a PR person, like what did you do, like did you pay, like did you get put on playlists? And we're like, no, like just fucking gig to shit, to the point where like people were fucking waiting.
You guys put yourselves out there to do
like,
that shit,
you know, and literally
10 people go on your page from every gig. That's already like
exactly, dude. It's since we started gigging in December, I think, you know, we've gotten at least like 150 new followers, and not that like means a lot, but also if you look at the Spotify stats as well, I mean, we weren't gigging at all until December was when we properly started gigging.
December.
Yeah. Like end of December when we did the George Tavern gig. Yeah. Like, I mean, we gigged here and there. We did like 4 gigs before then.
Yes,
I've made a list.
Do you remember though that after like the second gig or something, that's when we started getting like contacted?
Yeah,
basically.
we started getting contacted. Yeah,
but it was also that
by like agents.
Yeah, like live
promoters
agents and promoters and stuff like that. It was not live agents.
Though, wasn't it? 'Cause obviously it was some like promoters individually, and then some venues.
Yeah,
like, a couple venues contacted us, obviously.
Which was, you know, it wasn't all the time, and also because like I was not really paying attention. I was so like because I was in Sulk, and it was like
we were really fucking busy. Like you had
it was really difficult.
Working, you were in 2 bands, you were writing new shit.
It was
all the fucking time.
it was not
for 2 bands.
It was
Jesus.
Yeah, it was not ideal, to be honest. But yeah, no. But since we started gigging properly, it's like the increase in Spotify listens, and just on like the old stuff, that's the first 2 EPs that's out. It increased by like 80% or something. You know, like it really fucking works. You know, I went for 3 years. Those songs have been out, or like even longer for the first EP, and like it's been in the last month that like it's gone above 1,000 listens and like going up. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm yeah. I mean, it's annoying that like so much of it is promoting on social media, and you know, but I don't know.
It's best of both worlds you need to be able to do, because if you don't do live gigs, you don't get people following your Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Of course.
I feel like that's the bit
if you're not putting out music, people aren't going to be fucking listening to you on the realms of the internet, are they? You know.
Yeah.
That's the bit that gets really underestimated is the live gigging and then making connections after the gigs.
Yeah.
And, like talking to everyone.
Yeah, 100%.
That is around you as much as you can, because you can be as much of a star as you want on social media, but if you don't make connections and like actually get to know the people that are around you that you want to be around yourself,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like the in-person shit I've always found that matters so much more.
Yeah, 100%. And like, yeah.
You say
and-
that. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what's going on
Yeah.
downstairs.
But I mean,
You guys put yourself upstairs. You walked up to me straight off off stage.
Yeah, it's
Can I
exactly
interview
it.
you
But that's
guys?
how we do it, because you see, like, with you
It's
guys,
fucking organic, innit, man?
you're
You
busy.
know.
You're busy, and I, like, personally, I get it. And the thing is, when I come up, I'm coming from a place like, right, I found you like a day, 2 ago, maximum.
Yeah.
I've listened a bit of your stuff. I've learned a bit about you.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to come in and be like, oh, tell me more about you.
Yeah.
Because you guys represent yourselves a lot better than any kind of social media can. And that's the thing. Like, interviews and shit like that, you, as an independent band, you don't get interviewed as much as obviously people, like you said, industry plans. You have to, you know, a bit talk about that if you can. Is there a lot of that?
Well, with industry plans,
yeah. Is that
I
a
don't
thing?
know. Like some of it's like I feel like some of it's a bit.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Some of it's kind of become like a bit of like a conspiracy thing. I'm not gonna name any bands, obviously.
Right. I'm gonna cut this out. Just let me know.
But basically, I found out
I feel
about
like
this.
that there's that edge of it that's like the whole industry plant thing is like, how do you know who
Yeah.
is and who
Yeah.
isn't, and
Bit of a wild hunt.
what is the scheme going on
Well,
here?
okay, for example, there was one time when I was working at Strong Room, I was once on my lunch break, well, my dinner break. I was on my break and I was sat like on the floor, like eating my food and smoking my cigarette at the same time because they didn't really give us enough time. And this dude like came over and I can't remember. We started chatting and he was like, yeah, like I'm a drummer. I mainly do session work and stuff, but blah blah blah. Anyway, so followed each other on Instagram and then I saw that he's in a band and I was like, oh cool. Literally a month later they were supporting Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there's other bands.
There's a bit of nepotism.
I wonder.
Maybe I don't know. Like, and the dude was really sweet, and like the
I'd love to know what all of the members are
and
all
it's
about.
nothing. I'm like it's nothing against the people who like are in these potential industry plant bands, but also like you know there's bands. It's kind of been spoken about now. I think I read like an article about it. I either read an article or someone told me in a pub. I don't know. It's one of the two.
Right, both are equally as good. Right?
Big difference, but
Both are rumors.
Very trustworthy sources.
but
I think the pub is better.
Yeah, right. The pub, it probably was. But the thing is that there's a whole thing where it's like there's a bit of a pattern where like, you know, bands start getting talked about, and then you suddenly start hearing about them all the time. Maybe they get a single that gets really big, and then you'll see they play like one show at the Windmill, or something like that. And then there's an article about this show, and it's like, oh my god, this band, amazing. And then suddenly it's like, oh, they're playing Brixton Academy, but yeah.
Playing somewhere fucking big.
It's like, oh, okay, you're going on tour, are you? Okay.
Crazy,
I see.
like-
You know what? I believe it. I recently saw a band. I'm not gonna name it, and I went to this like gig. It was sponsored by what's the Brewdog, and there's the Beavertown, right? It was an event sponsored by Beavertown, and this band I'm just seeing them. It was a free gig, right? It's sponsored by Beavertown. I went in there. I didn't even interview anyone. I just went for myself with my mate, and I go there, and you know, I listen to this band, and it's great. I love it. Great. About a week later, I go on their Instagram. They're supporting Pixies on their tour. I was like, right, okay, like it makes sense, right? 5K followers, whatever. But how?
That's a fucking pickup, man. Jesus.
That's insane.
Are they that good?
They are quite good, but I actually like the closing band a lot more. But I'm not saying right. I'm not gonna say which venue this was at. It was one of the venues that I went to. This is not like. Right. Okay. I'm not making myself feel bad about myself. When I go home, I want to sleep tight and not worry about someone beating me up on the side of the street when I'm coming out of the Old Blue. But yeah, no. Anything else you've got to add personally? I can feel that you want to go downstairs and actually listen to music and not.
Well, I was going to say also, like, in terms of what you were saying about, like, connecting and stuff and talking to people after gigs. This is, like, I think one of the first times that I haven't watched the other two bands, and I feel really bad about it. But also, first of all, when the set times are, like, half an hour and then a 15-minute break, and then
There's no smoke break.
I actually just want to sometimes just sit outside and breathe in like cold air.
They should open the windows.
And not like talk for a little while. Like not that it's that bad. Like I love chatting and sometimes I feel extra sociable, but also like I'm exhausted today.
Yeah.
And it's also my first sober gig, which not that I'm like
Oh my god, it's the tooth, isn't it? Antibiotics, is that what it is?
antibiotics. And I was like, you know what? This is probably a good opportunity to not drink for a few days. So yeah. But
Let's talk about your sober story. How does it feel? How did you come? So how many days has it been? 5?
2 days.
Is it the most difficult 2 days?
No.
Traded for a fucking
No, it's been
beer.
fine. No, but it's like it's the instinct. It's the
Jonesing,
instinct.
you're fucking Jonesing.
I saw the red stripe open. I was like,
I know.
I got her this red stripe. I literally got her this red stripe because I forgot she wasn't drinking.
Yeah, everyone's so confused by
So
it.
sorry.
you know what?
No.
The lucky saint is.
But the Lucky Saint's not bad, and also yeah, it'll probably do me some good. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's really fine. It's not that, and also you don't want to.
Fine.
It's fine. No,
Storms out of the interview.
I have also made an effort to not drink like 5 pints before a gig because
Yeah.
there was a couple times where I was like a bit
7
sloppy.
after.
I'm very guilty of
Gig
doing that.
where we were doing poppers before.
Oh yeah.
Right,
That
no
was-
comment
that
on that from my
That
side.
was
I'm
fun.
a respectful interviewer.
At the same time, I'm just gonna say that was a new cross in. We all know what's up.
It's true. Also,
No,
I wasn't
no.
there, so I
How gay are you?
How gay?
Oh my god, have you seen the back of her guitar?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right,
You see, there's a
Back of
sticker
the
on my
telly.
there's a sticker on my pedal board that my workmates gave me that says I heart gay porn. It's quite good.
And just for clarification, not that it made an appearance this evening, but on the back of Maya's telly, there is the
Yes.
fantastic, gigantic sticker that says "I love Fanny."
Which is also, it was given to me. It was actually stuck on my back the day after my pedal board got stolen.
This is excuses. Well, all I'm hearing, just admit it. And you should be proud of it.
Be like, oh, I heart funny. Like,
You said it.
you know,
Louder.
I heart funny.
Made yourself into
This
a meme.
band hearts Fanny.
Yeah, this band
Yeah,
does.
this band
This band
hearts
does heart
funny,
funny.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put that on the main line.
Pigeon Dog hearts funny.
Anything's
This is
gonna
like the
be.
sun, guys.
Yeah.
So it has to be heart with the symbol and everything, you know.
Yeah,
No
With the hands, with the hands.
No typos, man. You know, like.
This band, Heart's Fanny.
How do you
Yes.
spell Fanny?
FANNY.
I know how to, but like, how do you?
How are you
Oh,
spelling
are you
it?
spelling funny?
Because I guess obviously would the name Fanny be FANNIE?
Yeah.
No, I think the name is with a Y as well.
Is it like Fanny Pack?
But there's also the band Fanny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that with an F?
It's with a Y, yeah. FANNY. We could spell it PHANNEE.
Fanny. Yeah.
E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. This is gonna be on the blog.
FAN-NY?
FAN-NY. Yeah. Fanny.
Funny band.
I was just saying.
God. Oh.
Right, I'm sorry. Alright, gotta keep professional. Imagine if I actually did work for like any kind of serious thing.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No, I've made so many jokes. People like, you know, when I interview a band, they're like, oh, who do you work with? I wish for someone. Like, can someone hire me? In every post, I just,
Please hire me.
I literally, in every post, like, whenever I mention the fact that someone joked about me kind of working for anyone, I'm like, please hire me. Like,
Mate.
this is an invitation. If I get sponsored by Dice, imagine.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
Jesus
oh, yeah.
Christ.
Miami
I mean,
Dice,
that'd be
yeah.
it,
That would
man.
be, I'd be fucking pissed off.
But do you know what, man? I'll say that even like I said, the way that you walked up to him was like, I really enjoyed that. I'd listened to a song. I listened to another song from ages ago. Can I interview you guys? I thought that was dope, and the fact that you're doing it off your own accord, like.
Sorry.
I think just, I forgot it was an ASMR interview.
It was an ASMR interview.
I completely. What's that?
Click your fingers.
No, nothing's happening.
Okay, fair enough.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. Thank you.
No. I massively, and I feel like we all do, appreciate that.
I appreciate your time.
You're
so
doing,
much.
yeah,
Thank you
no,
so much, guys. I
of
really
course,
appreciate it.
no, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
And like we said, this is the bits that
Otherwise, I'd just be fucking smoking and drinking, innit? You know. But
Well, it's not too late, right?
no, of course not.
It's quite a nice distraction.
That doesn't have to end. But at the same time,
Because Maya doesn't drink, so I knew she didn't drink
She
today.
ain't drinking this evening. Let's not get it wrong, man.
one night, man.
No, big time.
long
Clearly,
do you
it
have
says
to
a
keep
lot
this
about yourself that you would come off your own accord.
I've prepared.
And just talk to us and ask us for an interview. You know, like the fact that you do that off your own accord says that you're clearly just a fucking fan, a music fan. You're someone that loves music and wants to fucking know more. And I love that shit because I remember fucking reading up about all my favourite fucking bands or just the shit that I was listening to. What's up, camera? You know, all of the shit that I was listening to. I hope it's going too.
Imagine.
What's up? Big up. Nah, man. Like, I remember when I was fucking how old, man? Do you know what I mean? Like 12, 13. Like, started playing guitar and I got into this shit and I found out about some fucking shit and you know, like I went and read about that, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like.
Buying Kerrang magazine every Wednesday.
I used to fucking read Kerrang, dude. You know, I used to do
every
all that
Wednesday,
shit.
yeah.
But a lot of the nah. Do you know what I didn't? But this is the thing. How I found out about bands and how I got into this stuff was I just fucking looked it up and just read about shit and just fucking went on the internet and read about bands and fucking forums, whatever the fuck, you know. And
such a vibe about you like that as well.
He's like band kid.
Obsessive.
like,
obsessive.
dude, I just wanna fucking know more and try and like for the last 10 years almost, like I've been struggling to find stuff like that, you know, like that I can discover again, you know, like, do you know what I mean? Like just find some shit like that, man. It's been crazy, like finding music like that, but the
My
way
last
that
one
you
was-
come up to me
yeah.
and ask for this interview is like tells me that you want to know more about bands like that, and that makes me think about myself however long ago, you know. I still want to find out about bands like that, man, and just want to know more about the people and why the shit is the way it is, you know.
A lot of people are interested because there's no kind of like coverage independently on it.
No.
Anyways, we can talk about it privately anyway. But
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your time. I'm going to shake your hands on video, guys. All right, I'm shaking their hands. Thank you.
That was the Tism speaking, everybody.
Be proud. Be proud.
We love it.
We love the tism. The touch.
I
It's
am
not a touch,
I am
but
who I
it's
am
fine.
because of this, and that was an incredibly long handshake because of
Don't know
that.
it.
So
Right. Eye contact. Make sure we have.
We want to do an equally long handshake.
Yeah. With really weird eye contact.
Don't
Yeah.
you try.
I hope this is actually filming, because like if it's not, I'm really missing out. But at least I get the.
Come on. You have to keep the eye contact, otherwise it's not worth it. Like, we just...
I'm kind of scared. It's just, I don't know, the base tension.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say.
That's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, guys. Bye. Right, shout bye.
That was fun. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Amazing. This was stunning, guys.